this is Queen of Vibes. I'm here to bring you intuitive messages of insight and healing through my tarot readings. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. It may resonate, only partly resonate, or may not resonate at all. You may want to watch your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign for even more insight. If you're feeling the vibes, be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the Intimacy Report. This is a reading that's going to focus on the physical or sexual aspects between two people, no matter what kind of relationship you have. So if you're not interested in hearing about readings with sexual details or sexual innuendos, that this is not the reading for you. You can go ahead and check out the relationship reading or the singles reading. This is for my followers that want to hear about their sex life. Thank you. Hey there, air signs, and welcome to your June 2019 Intimacy Report. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this with Gemini. We are in Gemini season. Happy birthday to my Geminis. All right. I'm going to clear this out because I just did Earth sign and Capricorn. Oh, I did that on accident too. Capricorn was the last sign I did, and that shit was emotional. So, shout out to my Gemini Capricorn connections. I totally didn't even do that on purpose. That's just the order in which I did the videos. Alright, so the first card is going to represent the current energy between Gemini and their partner. And we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay? Some of you guys may be in separation right now, and you're trying to resolve it. Next card is going to represent what your partner needs from you. Next card is going to represent what is it that your partner needs from you, Gemini. The Wheel of Fortune. They just want another chance. Next card represents what it is that you need from your partner. What does Gemini need from their partner? Three of Wands. And the next card is going to represent the advice. And we've got the Lovers. Oh, that's your card, Gemini. At the end of this, I'll do a Romance Angel Oracle card for a final message. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off with this current energy. We've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is the card. It represents tasting. It says, only the beginning is not enough, but it is a beginning. Not every seed can ripen in a day, and this is why you must persevere. So for some of you that are going through trials and tribulations, you've been relying on that initial burst, that initial chemistry that you had. And for some of you, you need to revive that. You need to have a new beginning. Okay, for some of you, like I said, this is a reconnection. For those of you who are just not connecting, you're together, but you're not connecting, you need to recapture that initial magic of the beginning of your relationship, okay? So let's go ahead and see what you guys need to do that. What your partner needs from you is the Wheel, okay? So take a look at this card, and let's go ahead and see what the Wheel has to say. The Wheel... Where is the Wheel? Is change, okay? Propitious destiny to be seized, or old desires and feeling undergoing transformation. By observing, you understand where and how to change your strategy. So I feel like your partner is saying that things have probably gotten a little bit repetitive, probably gotten a little bit predictable. Okay, they need to change things up, but I don't think that, especially if you guys have been apart for some time, maybe they feel like you're not understanding you don't understand them and what really turns them on. So you need to spend more time observing them throughout the act, seeing when you touch them a certain way, does that excite them? You know, do they like it fast? Do they like it slow? Do they like to be roughed up? Do they like it when you're gentle? They feel like you're just relying on the connection and not really building on things and not keeping it interesting, okay? And that's why you guys are separate. You got your backs to each other because it's like you guys, you know, have ceased to turn each other on. All right? Now let's go ahead and move on to what it is that you need, Gemini. And we've got the Three of Wands. Okay, so take a look at this card. All right, so let's move on to the Wands. All right, Three of Wands is about kissing. It says the force of understanding and desire and the craving for nostalgia help to rediscover a feeling you thought you had lost. You want that old thing back, Gemini. So you definitely want things to be the way they were in the beginning. You're like, listen, if we could get back to that original spark, then we can go from there. You want that person that you first fell in love with. You're like, did you trick me? Was it a lie? Did you lie to me? Were you just playing me? Because I remember how things were between us in the beginning, and that shit was hot. So, nah, it's not that I'm not willing to change, but you can't sit here and tell me that what we had together before wasn't magic. And your Gemini wants to recapture that magic because they're like, that's cool, change is cool, but I don't even know what you're talking about. When did we fall off of the same page? When did it get to the point where I'm not turning you on anymore? All right, so that's what you need to express to your partner. You're like, look, we had magic and we can have magic again, but you need to explain to me where things went south. You can't just come here and tell me, oh, you want change, you want spontaneity, you want things to be different. Okay, but when did it become not enough for you? When did you become bored? Or when did I stop turning you on? Okay, you guys need to have that for real conversation because either you're in separation or you're on your way to separation. All right. And your advice is the Lovers. You guys need to recapture what you liked about each other in the first place. What brought you guys together? You guys need to go back to seducing each other. Okay, this card is about seduction. It says nature is an unerring guide. Plants, animals are examples to be imitated. Magic perfume seduces and sustains us in important sentimental choices. Okay, so maybe you guys, go back to that restaurant, wear that cologne that your partner used to like, or the perfume that they liked, or whatever the case may be. Do some of the things that you guys did initially that you love, that really turned you on, and let each other know. Maybe you forgot, so maybe it's time to remind each other about these things. All right. So let's go ahead and let's pull a Romance Angel Oracle card. Ooh, gem. My Mars is in Gemini, so when it's time for me to say what I got to say, I'll chop it up with you. Yeah, you need to tell me when did we fall out of love, yo? When did I stop turning you on? I don't turn you on. Like, I turn everybody on. What are you talking about? That's what I'm hearing right now. Some of you, it's about honeymoon. Okay, you need to change of pace. Others of you, you're in separation. Okay, and it just is what it is. And then some of you need to get to know each other. It's bottom of the deck. All right, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Some of you, you just need a change of pace, a change of scenery, going on a little trip, a little vacation, weekend getaway. All right, doing something fun with each other to rekindle that initial magic. And then for others of you, time apart from your partner is on the horizon, and it just is what it is, okay? Because if you guys can't find a way to communicate your needs to each other, you've got your backs to each other right now, okay? So you've really got to find a way to reconnect or use that time apart. Especially if you are apart already, use the time apart to really think about what it is that you need to say to your partner and be receptive to what it is that they're going to say to you or what they need to say to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to my Libras. All right, this is going to be my intimacy report for Libra. Let's kind of clear that out a little bit, clear the air. All right, so the first card is going to represent what the current situation is between Libras and their partners. What's going on with Libra and their boo? My boo? We've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, next card is going to represent what it is that your partner needs to say to you. We've got the Moon. Next card is what you need to say to your partner. King of Swords. And then the next card represents your advice for this reading. What's the advice for Libra? Queen of Cups. And at the end of this, I'll pull a Romance Angel Oracle card for you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and start with the current energy. We've got the Four of Pentacles here, okay? So take a look at this card. Okay, can you see that symbolism? All right. Ooh. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles is about pleasure, and the song that's playing right now is the Pleasure Principle, okay? Pleasure is like hot coals. It does not flame, yet it burns. So you guys are in a place where you're fanning those flames of desire, okay? Either you are recapturing your desire for each other, or you need to, okay? You need to get that fire going again, guys, okay? And so let's figure out, for those of you who don't know how to get the fire going, let's see what you need to do. The card that your partner got, what they need from you is the Moon card. Now, look, check out this symbolism. Caption this, okay? The Moon is about fancy, a slow but effective magic action based on the sound and evocation of happy images. It defeats deception and illusion, restoring serenity at home and increasing fecundity. This book is just using all types of SAT words that I haven't used in a sentence ever or in a very long time. But I understand what the words are, so I'm going to break it down to you in a different way, okay? This person is very nostalgic. Okay, Libra, you're dealing with someone who's very nostalgic. So they want you to be seductive. They want you to seduce them, but with things that remind them of the past, okay? Remind them why you fell in love. Show them that you remember the first movie you saw together, or you remember the first gift that they ever bought you. They want cards, okay? They want flowers, but they want the flowers that you know are their favorite. They want you to recreate their first date, okay? They want you to recapture the nostalgia. Remember, you guys got to fan the flames, all right? And the brightest flames are usually in the beginning. So this person wants you to take things back to the beginning and kind of, show them that that they mean enough to you, that you remember the things that they like and you remember the things that you guys did together, okay? Now, Libra, what is it that you need? Because this is all about give and take. So you need the King of Swords. Let's look at this symbolism. Okay. So the King of Swords is about fondling. Love is made of strength. True love is capable of going beyond strength. There are different kinds of strength. So for you, you need this person to keep increasing. You need things to keep going. You're not content at leveling out, okay? You are okay. You're fine. I'll give you what you need. I can do that. That's simple. You want more than that, though. You're like, okay, but let's do something new. You are into new things. You want to try new things. You want to spice things up. For you, fanning the flames is about doing some new things, some different things. So there's definitely some common ground that needs to be created between the two of you. Because what you want is it's kind of going in different directions. Look, my finger's doing the splits. All right, so your advice card is the Queen of Cups. All right, you guys need to make it you need to create an environment where emotions are flowing freely back and forth, and where you guys feel safe to do things with each other, okay? Let me read the card of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about tenderness. A tender and gentle story brings you to the point of planning your future with serenity. So this is more of advice, and I feel it falls more in line with what this person is asking of you. In order for you to get what you need from this person, you need to show them a little bit more tenderness, a little bit more affection, or remind them that you guys love each other, and it's not just like you're not taking them for granted. You're not taking the situation for granted. It's about opening up to each other, because in traditional tarot, we know that the Four of Pentacles represents a level of fear and being closed off, right? So we need to be vulnerable with each other and open with each other, and therefore then you can begin to give each other what you need and satisfy each other's desires, okay? So let's go ahead and pull a Romance Angel Oracle card. Can I get a Romance Angel Oracle card for my Libras? Too hard to fake it, nothing can replace it. You guys are in love. You just need to act like it. Okay, one card for my Libras. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. I want one more card. And it's interesting because when I pull that King of Swords and you see that person looking from the outside looking in, it's like what you won't do, someone else will. So that's a message for someone. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, okay? So sometimes you need to have a conversation to bust through that fear or, you know, whatever blockages that you guys have put up against each other. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's move on to my Aquarius. You guys will be the last intimacy report. So let's see what's going on with my Aquarius. Judgment is your current situation. What is it that your partner needs from you? What is it that Aquarius's partner needs from them? Strength. What is it that Aquarius needs from their partner? Damn, okay. What is it that Aquarius needs from their partner? Nine of Wands. And what is it that your advice is? What's the advice? Four of Swords. With an honorable mention of Three of Pentacles. So I'll allow it. Okay? They both came out. So maybe you guys need a little bit more advice than everybody else. So it is. That's just the way it is. Because this is about intimacy. So some of us, you know, you guys are you're the special sign. You got an extra dose of advice. All right, so the first card that represents your current energy between the two of you is Judgment. Ooh, love at first sight. Sound changes the level of spirit. The unexpected bursts forth to transform a stagnant situation. So some of you are experiencing love at first sight. You just met someone, or you recently met someone, and you know attraction is off the chain. For those of you who are in a current relationship, an ongoing relationship, I think the theme for a lot of people is recapturing the spirit of that initial attraction, you know, recapturing why you guys fell in love. And so for some of you, it's like you're falling in love all over again, okay? Or you need to fall in love with each other all over again. So let's figure out how to do that. What the person needs from you, what your partner needs from you is strength, okay? Some of them, they need you to tame them, Aquarius. They're like, get this. Tame this beast. The Strength card is about dominion. Supremacy requires the utmost concentration of magic force to resist outside attacks. So I think that you are dealing with a handful. You're dealing with someone who they feel like you really need to pay them a lot more time and attention because they've got needs and you need to get to fulfilling them. And so this person, the strength that they require from you is the ability to focus on them, pay them the attention that they need. Forget your friends for a weekend. Forget all the other parties, forget all the stuff that you got going on, and pay them some physical attention because they have very strong desires, okay? Some of you may have forgotten that. And so for your partner, recapturing that initial magic is that love at first sight. You spend all your time with this person, right? Because you can't believe you've just fallen in love so quickly, so easily. You tell them you love them. The Strength card is about courting. It's about romance. It's about appreciating your partner. So that's what your partner is wanting from you, Aquarius. All right, so what is it that you want from your partner? What do you need to let them know? All right, so take a look at this card. We've got the Nine of Wands, okay? So the Nine of Wands is about caressing. When a situation is suspended or blocked by doubt, you must hurry to resolve it because it cannot go on forever. So I think that you feel like that your partner has waited a very long time, or you feel like your partner waits a long time for you guys to bounce back from like arguments or disagreements. And for you, the longer that you're in that separation is the less likely that you're even interested. Not to say that you're not attracted to them, but you are an air sign. And so you need that caressing, not only just of your physical body, but of your mental body also. So I think you have a situation where your partner is very physical and you're very mental. So they need to understand that they need to resolve issues with you. They need to communicate with you, okay? That why did you wait so long to let me know that you needed my attention? You know, when you need my attention, you let me know. I've got so many things going on. You know, I've got a lot of friends. Yes. I'm working a lot. Yes. I'm absent-minded. You know, if there's something that you want from me, if there's something that you need from me, tell me. Talk to me. Put your hands on me. Let me know. Right? Touch me. Tease me. So your advice, your first set of advice, since you guys are greedy and gotta get double advice, your first round of advice is the Four of Swords. Let's take a look at this card. All right, so the Four of Swords is about, masturbating. Excitement allows you to overcome a lack of affection. However, if this should continue, you will have to seek forgiveness and not punish yourself excessively for your errors. So, for some of you guys, if you are at a place where you're at you're having a Mexican standoff with each other, it's almost like you're gonna tell this person, listen, I'm not ready to reconnect with you, so you need to go play with yourself and sit down. Don't be over here threatening me, talking about you're not looking elsewhere for nothing. I'll give it to you when I'm ready, and until then, you will wait. And you can play with yourself, and I'm gonna do the same, okay? Um, but also, I think this masturbation card it's very intimate act to do with each other, and it brings you guys to a different bonding level and a different level of awareness. And I think that it involves, this is perfect, it involves the concentration and the time that the partner needs, but also involves the mental stimulation that you need, Aquarius, because just the act of watching your partner will be pleased because you're giving them the attention, and then that's the kind of attention that will stimulate you. Look at that win-win situation. All right, and then your next set of advice is the Three of Pentacles. So let's look at this card. All right, so then let's see what the Three of Pentacles has to say to us. The Three of Pentacles is about warmth. In order to become meaningful, a relationship must be able to offer warmth and protection. You must give in order to be able to receive. So, again, recapturing that initial love at first sight. Be nicer to each other. Be more loving to each other, okay? I feel like you guys are kind of really spicy. I feel two very spicy energies, and sometimes, that spiciness, that tension can lead to great sex, but you guys need a lot more. You guys need to work on the other components. You guys need to work on the trust. You guys need to work on the affection, and you also need to work on different ways of stimulating each other. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see what the romance angels have to say about this. It's 4:20, guys. Spark it up. Spark it up. Well, it's 4:20 at the time I'm doing this reading. Okay, so can I get a card for Aquarius? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, that's all it is. Just let each other know. I need this from you, I need that from you. Especially for those of you who've been together for a while, our tastes develop and they change and they grow. Okay, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So you guys may need to take some time off with each other, to go on a trip, or just have a weekend in. Maybe you guys go out a lot, or maybe you guys have different sets of friends and you don't spend a lot of time socializing with each other. So you just need to devote some time for each other specifically. Take a weekend off, maybe rent a hotel room or go on a day trip or do something where you guys can reconnect with each other. And that way, again, it's different ways of stimulating each other and different ways of giving each other attention. All right, Aquarius, so that has been your intimacy report. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it helped. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Okay, and if you would like a more personalized intimacy report, I can do that for you guys, specifically for you and your partner based on your signs. All right, so love you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye.